Now, limiting exposure to this coronavirus is what's behind the cancellation of a number of major public events.
Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, the Tokyo 2020 Olympics are still slated to start.
New numbers this hour on the deadly outbreak of the new coronavirus in China.
A dramatic move late tonight from the National Basketball Association.
Well, let's talk more about the Canadian response to this new coronavirus and the first presumed case in this country. We're now joined by Dr. Simon.
Mocking that is social distancing. That's in there. You'll see him come back.
Further confirmation. The outbreak of a new viral pneumonia in China is on the move. Investigators say most, but not all of the patients spent time at this seafood market in Wuhan that sells live and dead animals.
Obviously, we take very seriously this issue of the coronavirus. Our health minister is engaged with her partners at the provincial level, and we're working with international partners as well to ensure that we have the best response possible.
People are worried and concerned, and rightly so. This is not a time for fear.
This situation, which is unprecedented, there is evolving day by day.
We must all act together now to limit further spread. We're deeply concerned both by the alarming levels of spread and severity and by the alarming levels of inaction.
I can tell you that today in the meeting of the executive board, neither the word cancellation nor the word postponement was even mentioned.
We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
A dramatic move late tonight from the National Basketball Association shows just how quickly the coronavirus is having a big impact. The league has suspended its season until further notice.
This is video that captures the confusion as word came down last night. It was a game between OKC and the Utah Jazz, and it was stopped before it could begin. The league made the move after finding out that a Utah Jazz player had tested positive for coronavirus.
Game tonight has been postponed. You are all safe.
I hope that ain't the coronavirus. And I asked one of the deputy right there. He said somebody was sick. I said, oh man.
I can't be upset over them canceling a game like that. I mean, this is a severe crisis.
When the NHL comes back and how it will all work is still up in the air, says the owner of the Jets.
It's just too early to tell whether we're in a postponement or a cancellation. We really have to, yield to the science.
In a statement, the NHL said it's following the advice of health experts, encouraging players and staff to take all reasonable precautions, including self-quarantine if necessary.
At Blue Jays spring training, there is little talk about the coronavirus. Instead, the focus is on the season ahead.
I don't think we really quite understand what's going on right now, and so to just be as safe as possible is the best bet.
2 in 5 Canadians say the Tokyo Olympics should go forward as planned. They want to watch our athletes, while half, around 52%, want the games to be delayed.
And the Olympic torch relay is on hold because of concerns around coronavirus. It started yesterday at a pared-down ceremony, but Olympic officials suspended the remaining stops after a large crowd turned out for the opening leg in Greece.
We have still more than 4 months to go.
The Tokyo Olympics, the world's biggest sports holdout, has finally succumbed to COVID-19.
Here's what the International Olympic Committee said earlier. The IOC president and the Prime Minister of Japan have concluded that the games of the 32nd Olympiad in Tokyo must be rescheduled to a date beyond 2020.
On hold, possibly until next summer, says Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe.
I think they were the only ones still kind of deluding themselves into thinking that this event was actually going to happen this summer. I mean, anybody who turns on the TV, you listen, to our newscast and you think, how could the IOC possibly bring hundreds of thousands of people from, hundreds of countries together in one place in less than 4 months?
I'm really confident that at the end, these Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020, can be the light of the end of this dark tunnel.